Welcome to a kind of experimental Planet Doug video. As you can see in that picture, I have a GoPro on a chest harness, and on this particular morning, I was on my way to the hospital in Mae Sot, and I was going there to pick up my vaccine passport, which was going to be updated with the latest booster shot that I got. And I was just doing a test of the GoPro, to be honest. I had done this walk with a Pocket 2 camera, and I wanted to repeat that walk with a GoPro, and then I was going to compare the footage. But on this walk, I just happened to have a few interesting experiences, so I thought I would cut it together and show a little bit of the walk to the hospital and a walk away from the hospital, add a bit of a narration, and I included some of the interesting encounters that I had along the way. All right, here we go. I haven't scripted any of this, by the way. I'm just watching the video, and I'm going to say whatever occurs to me as it's playing. This is my room at Panu House, my current guest house here in Mae Sot. I really like this place a lot. It's very friendly. The woman who manages it and that I deal with speaks English quite well, and she's very professional and very organized. And yeah, I've had a really good time staying here. One interesting thing about this guest house is that it's right in the middle of the city, but as you can see here, it's set far back from the street. So to get from the street to where the guest rooms are located, you walk down this long, narrow driveway, and there I've jumped ahead, skipped most of the driveway, and now I'm out on the street right outside my guest house. Just to my right, I'm passing the abandoned theater. Used to be a movie theater there, and it closed something like 20 years ago. And we've jumped ahead again, down onto one of the main streets of Mae Sot. On the right is the very fancy The Teak Hotel. I think rooms there cost about, I think the starting price is about 2,000 baht per night. They have a nice swimming pool out in the back and quite modern, luxurious sorts of rooms. My plan for this walk was just to go along the main street here, and just ahead there's a corner, and if I turn right at the corner it takes me down into the main public market. And this is the exact same route that I took when I was using the Pocket 2 camera, so I'm kind of repeating the same walk that I did with that camera. I just wanted to compare the exposure and the sharpness of the video and things like that. This market really has a different look to it depending on the day of the week that you go through it, and especially the time of day. I've never quite figured out when it is the busiest, like on which days, but it's definitely much busier earlier in the morning. So if you go there early, it's really busy. Later in the day, it gets a little bit more quiet. But on this particular day, you can see it isn't very busy down here. And I'm working my way through the market until I see the main market building. That's it right there. And it's open around the edges, but on the inside it has all the lighting on the top, as you can see. So I'm going in there with the GoPro. And this is one situation where the GoPro really failed. You can see how artificial the colors have become, because it is relatively dark inside there. And the video from the Pocket 2 was actually much nicer. This market has a typical section at the beginning here that I'm passing through with a lot of dry goods, clothing, household goods. And as you get towards the back, the south part of the market building, then you get into more of the wet market. And certain mornings you see a lot of fish and animal products back there for sale, but it was pretty quiet that morning. And in case you're wondering how I'm recording this, I just have a pair of earphones plugged into the phone right now, and I'm just speaking into the microphone that's attached to the earphones. I've tried plugging in all of my various microphones into my smartphone, but for whatever reason, none of them will connect to this phone. I still haven't figured out what's going on with that. But the earphones that came with this Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus does seem to work. So I just plug it in, and then I can use the tiny little microphone that comes attached to the earphones. This market right here has always been something of a mystery. It's quite a large wet market, I believe. You can see all these counters that are set up for market displays, but I don't think I've ever seen it open for business. It always seems to be empty. I came around this corner and I ran into this man who I've seen quite a few different places around Mae Sot. He's generally walking around with that sign and he's asking for money. I don't know his story, I don't know what the sign says, and I don't know if he has any kind of a family relationship with that woman, with the baby and the young boy. I've never seen them with him before. They could be a family, I'm not sure about that. This is definitely one of the more interesting neighborhoods in Mae Sot. It's an Islamic neighborhood, and this is a large Islamic school that I walk past quite often if I'm going to the hospital or just walking anywhere in this neighborhood. Of course, I can never resist one of those traffic mirrors. I was shooting video for the Relive app as well, and then when I do the Relive app, I'm always taking pictures at the same time that I can stick into the Relive video later on. And I've just about arrived at the hospital. There it is there. This whole walk was quite a bit longer than this, of course. I'm only sticking in little segments here and there. This is the Mae Sot General Hospital, and I got my original COVID-19 vaccinations here at a clinic up on the 6th floor, and then I've been returning here to get the booster shot. And as I said, I was returning to the hospital today to hopefully pick up my international vaccine booklet, which I dropped off here a week earlier, and they actually told me to come back on this day to pick it up. As soon as I went into the hospital, I knew something was different about today, and I went to the information booth to ask this woman about it.
Is it closed?
Closed ค่ะไม่มีคีย์วันนี้ก็ช่วง holiday
Holiday.
yeah this is business
Okay, open today's
today วันนี้
Oh.
close to วันนี้เลย
holiday, really? Oh no. So many days. Ah, okay. 13, 14, 15, 16, and then open 17. Okay.
I explain what happened in a minute, but basically she told me that the hospital was closed for holidays, and she showed me on the calendar that the holiday period was 4 days long. I interrupt this POV walkabout test with my GoPro Hero 9 just to tell a funny story. I came here a week ago to the hospital, to the general hospital, to get my vaccination passport updated after I got my booster. And I went to window 3 here, and they gave me a receipt and a slip of paper that said I had to return today on May 13th to pick it up. The doctor would, fill out my booster shot information and sign it and stamp it and date it and make it official. And they told me it would be ready by the 13th and I should return on that day. So I walked to the hospital today and I walked into the first floor and the whole place, just about the entire hospital, is closed. Everything is shut down. I'm sitting in front of window 3 right now. There's window 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2, and as you can see, they're all closed and there's nobody there. I went to the information window to ask them. I thought maybe it was closed for early lunch or something like that. And she told me, no, the hospital is closed for 4 days. It's some kind of a holiday. So the hospital is closed for the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Completely shut down, apparently. So I have to return on the 17th in order to do anything, 17th and afterwards. So in case anyone out there is doubting my stories about my superpower, I have this ability to go everywhere in Thailand at the exact hour, day that the place is closed. Even entire hospitals, I have the power to shut them down. The day I go to the hospital, the day I was told and scheduled to go to the hospital, that's the day that they close the whole hospital down. That is for 4 days this time. I didn't even know there was a holiday coming up. I keep forgetting to check holidays in Thailand. I never learned my lesson. But anyway, yeah, that's the story. Now back to the POV walk. I found out later on that the holiday on Friday, that day, was the royal plowing ceremony, which is something that happens every year and is a ceremony for opening the rice planting and the rice growing season. And there's a ceremony involving plowing the fields with special oxen and asking, I guess, for blessings for the rice season that was coming up. As I was leaving the hospital, I saw this driver walking along with quite a long snake in his hand. It was still alive, and I thought that would be an interesting photo for my Relive app. So I didn't speak to him at all. I just sort of showed him my phone and indicated, is it okay if I take a picture? And he said that was all right. So I took a couple of pictures of the snake and kept moving along. The other holiday, by the way, on Monday was a different holiday, so it ended up being a 4-day long weekend, and the Monday holiday was Buddha's birthday. So it was actually a combination of the royal plowing ceremony on Friday combined with Buddha's birthday on Monday, and they turned it into a 4-day long weekend holiday. And coming up is one of my first encounters that I had. This is a man that I've run into quite a few times in Mae Sot. He's out on a bicycle all the time, and I spoke to him for the first time probably over a year ago, and then we keep running into each other.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Oh, I'm looking for you.
Oh, really?
Really? A few days ago, you are about 2 weeks. I saw near the Thai school.
The Thai.
Thai people. It's called Thai community.
I don't think so. Like a sports event? I didn't go to any sporting event.
Your YouTube.
I do YouTube.
Yeah, you do.
But I didn't go anywhere yesterday.
Why did you go? Yesterday. Why did you go?
I didn't. I was just in my hotel yesterday. Where did you see me?
I see you in Mae Sot.
Oh, just in Mae Sot. Oh, all the time. Yeah.
All the time. I'm Rohingya.
Oh, Rohingya.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my. I made a little card now for my YouTube channel.
You last year you told me you are YouTube channel.
Oh, we met before. Yeah, you were riding the bicycle. I remember.
You are Canadian,
now.
right?
Yeah.
I never forgot.
Yeah, right.
I
now.
want to give you briefly or shortly information.
Oh, okay.
What information? I was applying UNHCR Bangkok office since 2005.
Oh, yeah.
For refugee status.
Right, I remember.
Displaced Rohingya.
Right.
And in 2007, I came myself to the camp until I'm not recognized, not resettled down process. This one I want shortly to open you, to say you bravely.
But I don't know what you're asking. But I remember your story. You're from Myanmar. But you're,
why I'm not recognized refugee status?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why a long time? And
yeah.
I want to give you bravely information.
Yeah, difficult situation.
To know the whole worldwide,
right.
The world leader, EU office in USA, Canada, UK, New Zealand, Australia government, New Zealand government to know exactly what happened. What did I'm not recognized refugee status?
Yeah. Here in Mae Sot, there are many NGO, right? So you probably know the people at the NGO.
This is the share information the whole world.
Yeah. That's a good idea. So what are you doing these days? You're working sometimes?
I'm working. I'm live broker here.
What's that?
Broker.
Broker?
Selling motorbike.
Oh, yeah.
from to you from another one.
Oh,
In local people, Thai people.
Okay.
Thai and Burmese.
Motorbike.
Old
like
motorbike.
second-hand
And
motorbike.
cheap second-hand, right.
Before, I should have talked to you
Yeah.
if I wanted to buy one, but too late now.
Are you want to buy?
Well, before, but I rented only. I rented
Right now,
one.
a Pakistani want to sell 22,000. Good bike, motorbike.
Yeah, good bike. Unfortunately, right now I'm leaving soon.
When did you leave in?
Probably in June, early June. I'm leaving Mae Sot, going to Malaysia.
Or going to Malaysia?
Yeah.
Your YouTube channel?
Yeah, to go traveling, make more
YouTube channel is
videos.
very famous.
No. My channel is very small. Not
very small.
not
Another one
famous.
YouTube channel. He access with the YouTube channel. He's the Cochin right now in many places.
Oh yeah.
UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. Sometimes I saw him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's Cochin.
Maybe in the future I'll be famous, but not today. Not famous yet. Someday. Anyway, nice to run into you again.
Just a minute, brother. Do you have any good reporter?
Good.
Reporter, journalist? Do you have any
I don't know.
closest friend?
I don't know anyone in Mae Sot,
Join me.
really. I have no connection with the.
Do you
with-
ever met Jonathan Head,
No.
BBC journalist?
No.
Reporter also good BBC
He comes here.
in UK.
You probably know better than me. Yeah.
You have many reporters. You have from France, Canadian,
I don't
American, English also.
know.
If you have, please join me one. No, in Bangkok.
Not even there.
Or- do you know Al Jazeera reporter?
No.
No? Al Jazeera, I like Al
Yeah.
Jazeera.
I know there's many NGO here. You can go to NGOs, but
NGO is
But-
not there.
no.
They say we are under Thai
Yeah.
authority. We are under UNHCR also under Thai authority.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know any
if
journalists.
I go to UNHCR answer me like this. We are under you authority. We have no eligible
Right.
to organize refugee driver. MOI, Ministry of Interior,
Right.
Thailand. Home Minister of Thailand. Is
Right.
full power. Yeah, handle it.
Well, like I said, yeah, I don't know any journalists.
Oh, no?
No,
You don't know any
nobody.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
I don't have any powerful friends.
What is your name?
Doug, it's on the card.
Doug,
Yeah, just Doug.
Just okay.
Planet Doug.
Oh, okay.
And have a good day.
Have a good day. You want to buy bike?
No, again.
8,000 American Giant.
Yeah, I'm leaving Mae Sot, so
Okay.
it's too bad.
Where are you going?
Just to the market.
Oh, yes, here.
Well, the public market,
Yeah.
and then back to my guest house. Yeah.
Where you going from?
Canada.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Canada. That's my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's why I have the GoPro.
Oh, yes.
I make videos in Mae Sot sometimes.
Oh, yes. You make a new channel?
Yeah, just tourism videos, you know.
Oh, yes. Just my hair shop.
Oh, your hair shop.
You want a haircut? Yes, okay, sometime. Okay.
Right now it's pretty short.
Oh, yes.
I need more hair, not less.
Oh, yeah. You come here alone? Yeah.
Yeah, alone. Yeah.
Just come here sometime.
Yeah, if I need a haircut,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll come back. So you cut hair
Yeah.
in your shop
You just come here alone?
alone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, just here on my own. Anyway, nice to meet you.
yeah. Nice to meet you. Okay.
Okay. I don't know how much of his story came across, but as he explained himself, that first man with the bicycle, he describes himself as a displaced Rohingya. So he's from Myanmar. He's part of the Rohingya people, and he's a refugee living here in Thailand now. And as he explained, he's been here since 2005, and yet, again, as he's told me a number of times, he's not officially recognized by the systems in Thailand as being a refugee. And so I think he has somehow fallen through the cracks in that he is Rohingya from Myanmar, displaced and living in Thailand, but in order for him to move on, so to get, for example, official refugee status through the UN, then he could somehow take advantage of programs to move on, to move to a new country, but he can't get this official status as a refugee. My next random encounter on this walk is coming up in a minute or two as I leave the back side of this market. And this encounter probably needs a little bit of a preamble because this man you're about to see on the scooter, I know him through YouTube, and he's left comments on my YouTube videos, calls himself PK, and he said, and I told him, if you ever see me on the streets, come up and say hi.
You are dog on YouTube?
No, just walking.
Dog?
No, thank you.
Dog, YouTuber?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm PK.
Oh, you're PK?
Yes, that's me.
Ah, that's my,
Okay. Planet Dog. Yeah.
Planet Dog.
Where are you going?
I just got my GoPro. I walk around the market. I'm just testing the camera
You come
today.
back from Mae Sot. What time?
I came back from the hospital.
Yeah.
I went to the hospital today.
For what?
Booster, COVID booster.
Oh, third.
Third. Yeah, third one. But today the hospital is closed. It's a holiday.
You come. We talk together.
Oh,
Tea shop.
I
will pay.
okay. You know a good tea shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
Hop on the back.
Yeah. Oh, I'm your friend. Yeah. Why you come? I think you go back to Bangkok.
No, not yet.
I'm your friend. Yeah.
Your favorite tea shop?
Yes. Just to right on the.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah. Phi rong dễ, rong vừa. Thấy không? Bắt thăm.
Okay.
Sit here. Oh, sit inside. Too hot.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, let's have one. Yeah.
Where do you want to sit here?
Yeah, but I want to sit outside because the open air.
Because
Too hot.
oh, okay. Yeah. These are your friends?
Yeah, all my friends. All jewelry center.
I don't know what them.
Sell jewelry.
Gemstone.
Oh, sells gemstones. Oh, okay. Yeah.
YouTuber, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Dog. Yeah.ถ่ายรูปไว้ภายใน dog.
No.
All Muslim. Because today I have to help my friend Sam.
Sam?
Because he need to get Myanmar visa.
Oh, okay.
But he need, I have to invitation from the shop in Yangon.
So what is your work here? You work in gems also?
Yeah, I work in
Oh, gems.
amber. Oh, my amber.
Amber.
This is my favorite.
Okay.
I have millipede inside. This from Kachin.
Millipede.
Kachin speed. Kachin tail.
Right, okay.
I'm order. Yeah. You see? That's what you want? This is millipede.
Oh, I see.
Millipede. This one. Millipede. That's support. Millipede.
Interesting.
This is keep the shit time because sometimes why expensive, you know?
Oh yeah.
Have the dinosaur hair inside.
Right.
I saw before, but the first time I went to Myanmar, I not believe, but now I believe a lot because there is
So you said before you went, you didn't believe in what? You didn't believe in
This.
this. Like you never saw it before?
Yeah, 5 years ago. I do this business 5 years.
Okay. Of course, it makes me think of a movie. Do you know what movie it is like?
Jurassic Park.
Of course.
Yeah, but now they did like this, but never cannot find that.
No.
This movie,
No.
the lady, no, different. Have this.
Right.
Good tea, huh? Try.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's good tea. I'm sure.
Try.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it is nice. So, from what country is it?
Myanmar tea.
Myanmar tea. Were you born in Myanmar or here?
One time.
You were born in Thailand.
But my father is Thai. My mother is Myanmar.
Oh, father Thai, mother from Myanmar.
Yes.
Okay.
I can see.
Are they still alive? Your mother and father, are they here?
My father died when I was young.
Oh,
But my mother still.
still here. Okay. Are you married?
Yeah.
Children?
3.
3. Nice.
One I graduated from the university already.
Oh, is in the USA now.
No. Nobody to USA, but my mother, sister, family
Okay.
in USA in Buffalo.
Buffalo. Your mother's sister's family is in Buffalo. But your children are all here?
Here.
Here, okay. How many times have you been to Myanmar in your life? 5 times?
And then it's good. I will go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I went-
I heard the bridge is opening.
You went to Mohammed.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. I saw you. You say busy, eh?
Yeah.
Busy can help, not good. And you have to stay in Imachan. Very good.
Oh yeah?
Imachan, very good. Good hotel. Same price.
Oh. Name of a hotel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Imachan.
I think I know the name, but I don't
Imachan,
remember.
Good.
Yeah, okay.
Good. Because airport or anything.
Okay. How do you know that town? Did you go there
I
yourself?
went already.
Do you have family there, or just for business?
Business.
Just business.
But my wife family is in Melbourne.
Oh, your wife's family is
Big,
in Bali.
big shop.
Oh.
But
So these the gemstones, where do you get these ones from? How do you get them? Like where do you buy them?
I Facebook, and then I
Facebook?
order from Medina.
Oh.
Medina, you know Medina? Very nice place. I want to go back. Samuel, my friend, you say Canada,
Yeah.
Canadian.
Okay.
He want to go back, huh? Very beautiful country.
You said
Beautiful place, beautiful
Medina?
area. Medina.
Medina.
Kachin state.
Oh, okay. Kachin State. Okay.
If you take the bus from Melbourne, 2 days.
2 days to get there.
Yeah. I can go. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very beautiful country.
And that's where these come from?
Yeah.
From there.
Yeah. Because this Burma amber, you call Burma amber.
Burma amber.
Burma. This who said the name German
Oh.
before English come. You know
Okay.
English.
Mm-hmm.
Before English come to control the mind or somewhere. There's because the first time Chinese say amber.
Right. Oh.
You know, then they sell to Europe. And then German come to looking for where, but in Burma, not in China. China not good quality.
Okay.
There's good quality.
Yep.
You know that a lot. Yeah. Banker.
And then again. Do you know how old it is? How many
100
years?
million years.
100.
Keep the cheers.
Oh,
Keep the cheers period.
okay.
Keep the period.
Interesting. It's on one side it is round and then flat. Is that natural to be flat?
Natural. You have UV. If you have UV, it's a change color. But I have not have UV now. If you have you put on UV, it's a change to be blue color.
Blue color.
Yes. Blue color.
And who do you sell it to? Do you have a store?
No. I just send to Bangkok.
Oh.
I'm
So,
from Bangkok.
so you're kind of reseller. You wholesale maybe? I don't know. You buy it and sell it to another store. Yeah. Okay. How many years did you do this? 5 years, you told me. Yeah, 5 years. Interesting. Because here on the main street, I see many stores selling gems.
Different.
Is that different?
Different. Because no insect inside.
No.
No insect.
No insect. Ah, so that's your specialty, to have the insect. You only sell that kind. So you said there's amber soap? I never heard of that before. Like you said amber soap?
Yeah.
Like it made the same material, but
Yeah.
for cleaning?
Yeah. Because in a lot, and then when they,
Like when they polish it, maybe?
police something, they have some.
Oh, okay. And from that, they make special soap.
Special. Some is small piece cannot use
Oh, right.
for jewelry something they make on
Huh. Okay.
cheap, because I saw in the YouTube, not YouTube, on Shopee. How much? $9. Each soap.
Okay.
You see that? 1,000 baht. 20 baht.
So cheap.
Cheap, so cheap.
Can you buy it in Mae Sot? Amber soap? Do they have it in the market? No?
Unique.
It's unique.
Yeah, I can order. Like it.
Oh, okay. You can order. If there is someone in Bangkok, they want to buy from you, how do they contact you? Do they know your phone number, or you have to contact them? It's like your business, how do you do your
I use
business?
Facebook.
Oh, just Facebook, all through. So you have a Facebook page for,
Yeah, Jack Homer.
oh, okay.
Jack Homer.
What's the name of it?
Yeah.
Maybe, oh, I don't have a pen. I can write it down.
The photo is Amber photo.
Amber photo. Okay.
Jack Homer. But Homer, I like Homer for what? You know Homer?
Homer is like Simpsons?
You know that? Yeah. Before, like a Greek. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. So the name of your Facebook page is
Jack Homer.
Jack.
Jack Homer. Jack.
Oh,
Homer.
just like that.
Yeah.
Jack Homer.
Yeah.
If I look on Facebook, I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
see you. Why Jack? You like the name? English
No.
name?
Yeah, because my Thai name is Jack,
Oh.
and it look like you. I have email. I have YouTube also, but nobody like.
No, okay.
Because I went to Medina. I show. I'm not famous.
Huh. Interesting. Jack Homer.
What you do?
I like it.
Yes, that's my name. Amber.
Yeah.
Burma Amber
Burma Amber.
from Medina. Get the shirt time. Get the shirt and just a second. Get the shirt 100. Check on already 100
Okay.
Million years.
100 million years.
Yes.
So you keep saying Cretaceous? Like the one word you keep saying about how old it is. 100 million. And what period of time is that?
Cretaceous.
Cretaceous?
Yeah, Cretaceous.
Cretaceous, okay.
This
So
Cretaceous.
is Jurassic
Cretaceous.
is older or
Older.
Jurassic is older, Cretaceous is newer? Or Cretaceous
Cretaceous.
older?
100.
100.
Jurassic 65.
Ah, right. You're right. Okay. And this comes from the Cretaceous period.
Yeah.
So how do you know it is real and not fake? You are you know?
Chưa. Đây sai gì là sai gì không phải. Sai.
Is it like
Salt water.
salt water? Oh.
Sai. I tried before. Salt water.
Salt water?
Normal water is down.
Oh,
Sink.
it sinks.
Yeah,
Okay.
but salt water is
It floats.
Yeah.
And then you know it is real. Everybody knows this? Everyone knows this trick? So it floats. So now you know it is real.
Normal water.
And they all float. Interesting. There you go.
Why in Baltic? You know Baltic?
Baltic?
In Europe.
Yeah, Baltic.
Like this because normal water.
Normal water. That's great. I like that. And it sinks. Very interesting.
You have story, no?
Yeah.
YouTube.
Story. It's a good story.
Different.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Sink and they float. I learn something new every day. So how is business this year with Gemstone? Not good?
2 years, 3 years,
Really?
nothing. COVID.
COVID. It's terrible for everyone. Yeah, bad situation.
And so that was my random encounter with PK. I enjoyed that very much. PK gave me a bit of a crash course in the gem selling business here in Mae Sot, which is a very popular business here. There's an entire section of the main street that has nothing but shops where they buy and sell amber and various gemstones that almost exclusively come from Myanmar. It's a very popular business here because Mae Sot sits on the border with Myanmar. I wish now, of course, that I had better video of our conversation, but at the time, I thought the GoPro was at a better angle. Instead of pointing so far down, it was pointing kind of at the table much of the time. But, and PK's voice was quite quiet as well because I didn't have a microphone on him. I was only using the microphones that were built into the GoPro because on this day I wasn't intending to record anything. I wasn't intending to speak at all. This was going to be a completely quiet video with no narration and no voices at all. So I didn't have a microphone connected. But I think some of what he was saying came through, at least enough to get the gist of his story. I think my favorite part of his story was when he demonstrated how you tell genuine amber
from fake amber, and he even got out a bowl filled with salt water, and he showed me how his amber floats in the salt water, and then if you put it in fresh water, it sinks to the bottom. And you couldn't see that on the camera, unfortunately, because the GoPro didn't have the right angle. But I can I can assure you that it really did float in the salt water, and then it sank in the fresh water. And he has a YouTube channel and a Facebook page. There isn't a lot of content on it, but he also has another video I found quite interesting. He wasn't speaking in English in the video, but I think he was demonstrating another way to tell that amber is genuine, and that involved rubbing it against his cat's fur and then building up a static charge, and then how the amber responds with that static charge, whether it can pick up tissue paper or not, also is a way to tell whether it's real amber or fake. So yeah, that was really quite interesting. From here, I'm just continuing my walk through the market, and I'm on my way back to my guest house, back to Panu House. And from this point, I don't have any more encounters with people. I continue walking through the market, testing the camera, and I pop into 7-Eleven to pick up a small bottle of milk, but that's pretty much the end of my small adventures for this walk. As I said, I really never even intended to post this video on YouTube. I was just going out with the camera to test the exposure and compare it with the Pocket 2. That's really all I was doing. But since I had a couple of encounters with people, I thought I would add this narration and post it anyway. Planet Doug experimental video. I'm recording this final part of the narration a couple of days later, and a few things have happened. For one thing, I went back to the hospital again. It was either the next day or the day after, I can't remember. And my superpower wasn't working this time, and the hospital was open when I got there. I went back to window 3 because I thought that's where I had to pick up my vaccination passport. But they told me the pickup window was actually window number 1. So I went to window number 1. I just handed them my appointment slip and my receipt for the 50 baht fee. And they went to the back area somewhere, and they returned with my vaccination passport, and it was all updated with all the information from my latest booster shot. So the saga is now over. I have the booster. My online records have been updated, so my More Prom app shows the booster, the 3rd shot, and now the yellow booklet. I'm not quite sure what to call it, the vaccination booklet. Sometimes people call it the International Vaccine Passport, though technically I don't think that's accurate. It's not a passport, really. It's just a booklet. It's a record of your vaccinations. I've had one of those yellow booklets my whole life. But this yellow booklet seems dedicated to only the COVID-19 vaccine. After I got it back and I was looking it over, something struck me is that as a document, it's quite traditional, quaint even, old-fashioned. Because when I look at the latest entry for the booster and the entry for the 2 first vaccinations that I got, the whole thing is filled out by hand. So you actually have a doctor sitting down at a desk, and he's probably got a pile of 100 or 200 of these vaccination booklets sitting there on his desk, and he gets out a pen and he by hand writes out the whole thing. You know, the name of the vaccine, and then he date stamps it and then signs it with his handwritten signature. And I was looking at that, and it struck me how old-fashioned that was, because you really don't see anything like that anymore. Everything is updated online. Everything is an app now. So that vaccination booklet is kind of a holdover from the past. Yeah, I found that kind of interesting. I'm back on the main street of Mae Sot, one of the 2 one-way streets, and the 7-Eleven is just a few meters ahead of me. I thought I would pop in there and grab something to drink. And there we are, 7-Eleven. They still have the thermometer at the entrance. You know, you take your temperature, and they still have the little pump stands where you can get some hand sanitizer. And everyone is still doing it for the most part. I've noticed in a lot of places all of the procedures for entering a building and exiting. Some of the infrastructure is still there, but people largely ignore it. But at 7-Elevens, people still, for the most part, hold up their hand and get the temperature reading as they go in. It'll be interesting to see how long that stays. And there we have it, some milk. I believe this is a Dutch Select or something like that. I'm not quite sure what the brand is. 24.5 ringgit. Yeah, here I just spotted a set of rapid tests on the shelf there. I keep thinking about buying one just to have the experience of taking the test. I still haven't taken a COVID test of any kind in all this time. I haven't had a reason to actually take a test, so I don't even know what they look like or how they work. Handing over 40 baht for my 24.5 baht purchase. Only about 2 minutes left in this video. I leave from 7-Eleven and turn left and head back to my guest house, Panu house, which is just a short distance away. When I did my first test using the Pocket 2 camera, I had a wide-angle lens adapter on it, and I also bought some milk. And as I was walking right at that point and having a bit of milk and removing my mask so that I could drink, I accidentally brushed the front of the camera with my forearm, and it knocked the lens off, and I thought I had lost it forever. But luckily I noticed the wide-angle lens was missing almost immediately, and I turned around and started scanning the ground on my way back. I thought I would never find it because I assumed it fell off way back in the market somewhere, but it turns out it fell off right there when I was drinking the milk, and I found the lens right on the sidewalk. Nobody had stepped on it, hadn't gotten, brushed into the sewer grating or anything, so I was really lucky to get it back. It costs about $50, I think, to buy a replacement, and I've seen online that people routinely lose them because the magnets on the DJI Pocket 2 are not strong enough to hold it in place, and people just keep buying replacements. People have bought as many as 2, 3, and 4 of them as they keep losing them. Here's the entrance to Panu House. Long driveway to head back to the guest rooms at the back. The 2 dogs are in those kennels on the right-hand side. A big husky and a smaller, like a medium-sized black dog. I'm still, very happy here at Panu House. It's quiet back here. Room is comfortable. It's very secure. Good location. And best thing about the place is the woman who's the manager. She's really nice to deal with. And here we are, room 1102, and this is the end of my trip to the hospital.